believe it. 10:09?
Yeah.
Okay. This is an open meeting of the Berlin Historical Commission, January 9.
Do try to speak a little louder.
And it's 10:08. Is it 10:08 that we're starting? And present today is Ellie Bergen
Here?
and Barry Ager and myself, June Miller, and we are being recorded. And as such, your voice and image may be captured during the proceedings. That's to people
Yep.
that might be attending even virtually, I guess. Okay. So Ellie did the minutes for us. They are fine with me.
Any changes, Barry?
I don't think so.
It
I looked at them a long time
was
ago.
a pretty benign.
Yeah, but we didn't do much.
No, Lisa was here and she talked about the
That
church,
was the only real action. I
the
think.
clock and the church steeple. There you go.
Okay, so I move that we accept them,
Second.
approve them, and the motion's been seconded. And all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye, unanimously approved the December 12 minutes. Spell that right. Okay, we have an invoice. We have several invoices from Gaylord.
Okay.
And we have received, as of yesterday, we have received everything.
That's for the archival supplies.
Right, and it totals just under $900.
Yay!
It's $887.82. So,
That's from the 900
That's the-
contingency.
that's right. So I got it as close as it's hard to get it exact,
Yeah, you did great.
So, we need a motion to approve payment of that.
I move that we pay the Gaylord bill for archival supplies.
Okay.
The last thing we have.
Do we need to put all of these papers in?
Well, the shipments came separately.
And separate. Yeah.
There were 4 shipments, I think. And
Okay.
we got the very last box yesterday, which is it's a different size, but I wanted us to try it out, and I'll bring it along on Wednesday. It would accommodate a hat, that bonnet that we've got perched on the military case.
Yeah.
And if, we'll use it, I'm sure. 'Cause we-
Oh, we've got enough hats. and everything.
yeah,
We need to vote.
yes.
So I made a motion. Bear, you want a second?
Yeah. Second.
All those in favor to
All right.
Aye.
approve that last bill to Gaylord for $887.82.
Say aye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Aye.
There you go.
Unanimous.
Unanimously approved. Okay. Now, in our $1,400 bucket, we have $29.08 left. And in our contingency bucket, we have $12.18 left. So that totals $41.26. And we need a couple of thumb drives. We could get some ink for producing those little photos that go with the inventory sheets. I'd like an approval to spend this $41.26, not to Gaylord, but perhaps to Best Buy to help us with our inventory, with keeping the inventory. I mean, they're archival supplies. I would call them archival supplies, but I guess I need to ask you.
Well,
I can't,
yeah,
I
it's a
can't
good-
ask Gaylord for $41.26 unless you would like to take money from someplace else.
someplace else.
And add it.
You mean like from the donation bucket?
Well, we could do that, any of our other accounts
Or
except,
our
except the
regular
yeah,
budget.
except anything designated for the Bullard House.
Yeah.
Or from the society even.
Or from the society.
The society might help us. So, we could try to spend that $40, or we can wait and add it, because we'll probably need some more boxes. You wanna just wait on this and just keep track of this 4126 that we have, that we need to spend from our,
Well, it doesn't
Article.
have to be spent
Has-
immediately.
no, it doesn't, no.
And we do have 2 or 3 alternatives that we could use it for.
Well, we have to spend it on the
The-
project,
Yeah, I was gonna say, it has to be the CPA.
It has to be on
related.
things to do with the project, yes.
right? And it has to be supplies of some kind that,
That we need for,
for the preservation
Yeah.
of the, you know, and,
Excuse me, we were dealing with boxes yesterday, and we managed to liberate a couple of the big boxes by putting stuff in smaller boxes and putting it away. But we still
we don't
have
have
got,
much.
we don't have enough big boxes for the big dresses that we've got laying there right now.
It's just, you know, I did what I could to capture that no shipping fee. And that's, you know, why
Yeah.
it was important to do that at the very
It
end
is.
of November.
yeah.
Because it's huge, that, I mean, that represents quite a percentage of the total bill when we pay. Maybe they'll.
We
I'll
have
keep-
we have a board meeting of the society tomorrow, not Monday. And,
The Historical Society?
yeah,
Okay.
I could look for a little money there to get something more.
Okay, well, we'll just wait. Just so you know, we have
$40.
$41 left.
$41.26 left in those contingency in the actual archival
Yeah,
designation. Our Highland Commons money remains the same. We have $1,844.74. That's Bullard House money only.
that's Bullet House, yep.
Yep. In our Bullard House CPA articles, we have just under $160,000.
Yeah,
Just to remind us about that, because we haven't moved any of that money for quite a long time. It's 159,428.12 to be exact.
169,
159,
59.
428.12 cents. Our budget, we spend about $300 of our budget, so we have $319.95 left in our fiscal year '26 budget.
okay.
And our donations account remains the same, $515.11, because we used part of that to pay for our printer.
That was money well spent.
Yeah, the printer. We've been generating our inventory sheets, which we have hundreds of now.
We've got 4 books of it.
Yeah, but you know, it needed to be done, and
Oh.
it's wonderful that it's being accomplished.
Yeah, we're looking forward, well, we're looking ahead to a lot of follow-up.
I have to say that working on the Bullard House has been frustrating, and it's really nice to have a project that is going well and
Moving
is
ahead.
showing real
And
promise.
uses other volunteers and.
It's getting people excited about the collection.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
that's the financial update. It's mostly, expenditure from that Article 14 for the project. for
And
the-
these people that have been working with us on it are much more in tune with everything we're doing now.
Yes, we like that.
Yeah,
They're involved and they're more committed, and it's wonderful.
we need to produce an annual report by the end of this,
An annual report, yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
and,
do it this later on.
this month. And if, I'll work on it, and send you a first draft, and then just get back to me so that I can have it in on time at the end of the month, because we won't meet until
Till February.
February, yeah.
Yeah, we've got, run through the minutes for the year and see what's in there that
Yeah,
ought to go in it, but really a large part of what's in it for this year is gonna be this project.
We had a couple of demolition delays.
Yeah,
I'll have to look.
nothing big, but
No.
yes.
Okay, so we gotta have a draft for that. Now, the next thing on here, well, there's one thing I want to bring up before I go to the regular categories. And I do have a message from Lucy this morning, a text message from Lucy that she was not going to attend, and she wanted to call me later to discuss some issues. But I don't feel comfortable doing that. I would like to let her know that I would rather she talk to all of us. It's not helpful to me to deal with an individual's issues on the phone.
I agree, yeah.
So
And-
I just want to put that out to you. That might require us to meet with her at a time when she feels she can meet. How do you feel about that?
That's okay.
All right, so I will get back to her and let her know that she should give us a time when she can meet with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next category is the Bullard House. There were supposed to be 3 borings done to determine, I guess, drainage and sewage issues.
I can't hear what you're saying quite.
3 borings.
Civil engineering, 3 borings,
Yeah,
In the
drilling down.
ground.
to inform drainage and septic. I guess it's tied in with the church also. Do you know anything about that?
Well,
I asked for clarification.
The Bullard House septic is separate from
Entirely separate.
the town hall.
Yeah, I know that, but we are being held off as far as our own drainage.
Oh, because of the
plans.
town hall septic system.
Yes, it's the 1870, and
They're doing borings for the septic system?
I don't know. See, I asked for clarification, but I did not get it. Anyway, these 3 borings would inform the issues, the drainage, the septic, whatever, in that part of Woodward Ave and the buildings there. I believe were supposed to take place on December 3rd.
That's what?
They were supposed to take place on December 3rd. The work to do the borings was supposed to be on December 3rd. And that it didn't happen. I sent a message to Kristen a couple of weeks ago or last week asking if they had accomplished that, and she said no, not yet. So that's a whole month from when they were scheduled.
How have we heard about this? How has we been informed about this?
She sent an email. After I asked her about the civil engineering piece of the ARPA money
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the two buildings were awarded. She got back to me and said that they were going to do the 3 borings to inform whatever needs to happen there.
So we don't know whether it has to do with the parking lot or whether it
Well,
has to do with septic.
I mean, the parking area and the driveway are part of the whole.
But the septic right now is across the street. So I'm a little confused as to why we're being held up for that.
I know.
They could be doing borings in the parking lot area.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's why I say, I could feature that could be a purposeful thing there. But I don't get why anything to do with the septic at the town hall would have to do with,
No,
Our-
I guess that's what I'm.
It's all tied together, isn't it?
No,
what?
I mean, I guess they're tying it together in a single project, but
I don't
the
think they didn't give-
septic system is over on in front of the church.
The pit, the leach pit is over there,
Yeah.
but the tanks are on the,
Well, they're on Jeanette's
up next to the
side.
town hall and on Jeanette's driveway, under Jeanette's
Well,
driveway.
we don't have enough information, and I did ask for clarification, and I don't
So
have
it's
it.
not moving until that happens, is that?
That's my understanding, because that money to do that work is from the 55,000 ARPA
Yeah,
allocation.
but the ARPA, that was for the parking lot, that wasn't for septic.
That's right. But the borings,
Well, we don't know what they're for, so we gotta find out.
right, and I did my duty, but I don't have the information yet.
All right, I don't,
So I did ask Paul McKelk if he had a better understanding than I did, but he said it was tied in with the septic.
So it sounds like they're looping everything together,
Yeah.
even though the Bullard House is really only,
We have our own
Impacted by the
drainage issues
drainage
that are
issues, yeah.
unrelated.
yeah, but we're related to the
Yeah, but
parking
we-
lot drainage.
The whole rationale was we're downhill,
Yeah,
and we need to wait.
until everything else gets pulled together.
Yeah,
I don't know why Paul McCulk would be involved in borings that had to do with the parking lot. I mean, why
it's a
health
septic issue.
department would?
I guess it's the
The Board of Health
Board of Health.
deals with septic.
Yeah,
I asked him because he often is a good person to explain things to me about that sort of thing. So I tried to get some information on this, extra information, but I still don't really
Well,
understand it.
if they've got something they're involved in, they understand what it's about, and sometimes the front office doesn't.
Okay, well, we're still on the Bullard House here, and I did ask for another oil delivery because when
It's
Mar-
down to a quarter of a tank, it was.
yeah, Marty photographed the gauge. I have trouble reading the gauge. And it's about a quarter of a tank. yeah.
It's not that accurate, it just tells you that it's not empty yet, but it's getting close.
And,
There's a bunch of lines on it, but what the lines mean,
he had asked, it's not automatically delivered, so he has to call to have a delivery.
Fred has taken the view that we'd be better off to order a tank of oil now and then than to have it automatic, because then the tank's gonna be full and we might want to be, we'd
We
have
want
to
to
empty it in
empty it,
order
yeah.
to do something, so.
Yep, yep.
Buy it as you go and,
We're not doing anything this winter, so.
no.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Well, I was gonna ask two things. One is, does anybody have any appetite for using our we have some fiberglass insulation that we
I'm sitting right next to you, and I know my ears get filled up because of this head thing, and I keep popping my ears, but I can barely hear you, and you're right next to me.
Can you hear me?
You're very soft today.
Okay. Barry and I went down into the basement of the Bullard House the other day just to check the gauge again,
Yep.
because I had promised to do that for Fred. And it reminded me of the fact that we could plug up some of the holes in the foundation.
Mostly it's up at the top where the,
Yeah.
On the
we-
where they
front,
did the sill
front,
job.
the front facade has
Yeah.
got some
Yeah.
daylight there.
Yeah,
And there are a couple of bats, fiberglass bats down there that we could
And
just,
there's some more up in the attic that we could
that we
use.
could plug up these holes. I would feel less guilty about the drain on the oil if we just plugged up those holes for the rest of the winter.
yeah.
So,
Well, nothing wrong with that. Somebody can do that anytime.
yeah, well, I don't want to do it all by myself.
No, I'm willing to help. I guess we need to get masks and gloves
Yeah, because
for
it's,
the fiberglass fibers, but
yeah. All right, do you have a time when you want to tackle that? I mean, we're not talking more than probably 30 minutes, but
I don't know, you want to try Monday afternoon?
Monday afternoon, okay,
I think it's supposed to be fairly
Pretty-
mild.
okay.
Historical Society board meeting is at 1 o'clock on Monday afternoon, so.
Oh. Well, where are you gonna meet? At the town hall?
Memorial Hall.
Okay, so do you wanna do it after that? Or you don't need to, I mean, I
Yeah,
guess Ellie and
Could
I,
be after that.
okay, so maybe
You want to meet at 2?
2 o'clock
We
or
could give that a
2:30?
shot. 2:30 would be good.
2:30? All right.
Monday, 2:30.
I don't know that meeting has to be long, but we gotta talk about program and schedule through June, so,
Insulation in basement.
yeah.
Okay. And
That's
once we get those holes plugged up as best we can,
the 12th, right?
what's today's the 9, 10, 11, 12?
10.
Yeah,
12th.
January 12. Okay. And
Do we need to make a meeting for that?
For what?
I don't know.
For Monday?
I wouldn't be able to. I guess we'll.
So you and I can do it, and
and
if
Barry
Barry
can-
shows up,
That's
we'll
yeah.
be- yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
All right. It's not actual. It's kind of a working
Yeah.
situation. Okay. We did talk about perhaps getting in there, and I don't know if we talked about cleaning, but we did talk about maybe creating a project that could be done for the building in that space. So
Well, I mean, I've been talking for some time about trying to do some of the window sashes. And I know I can fix up in the little bedroom upstairs. It'll be a little warmer, and I can take
The ones,
window sashes out and take them up there and work on them.
I'm gonna say, the windows in the front parlor are kind of squirrely
They're
too.
not- they're not
I mean,
tight.
They're not, yeah,
They're not.
they're kind of off.
Oh, they're not that bad. The ones that are bad are the ones in the annex. Are terrible.
well,
They're
maybe we
falling
can
apart
talk
practically,
further
so we
about
gotta put 'em together.
that when we
Well, when we're in the house, we
when
can
we're in
take
the
a,
house.
a-
Yeah, yeah. Maybe designate one to start on.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we need a committee decision on it. We just-
This is for
Somebody needs to
working-
be willing to go work.
Well, you might want to ask your society.
There's a couple or three in other upstairs or something that haven't been dealt with. Some of them I dealt with some years ago, and they were in pretty good shape, and I just, painted them and patched up the putty a little and painted them. But, and they all have storms on the outside of them now, which they didn't at that time. And so that means you can take the sashes out and there's still the storm window there.
Yeah,
So that you're not,
Okay,
that's one of the advancements of having the storms on there.
okay.
However, I will say this. There's a number of places where the storms got put on there, but they don't,
they don't fit.
the wood behind them wasn't good enough so that they are tight in all
Yeah.
regards.
Well, maybe,
So we'll just have to
yeah,
play it
take
by
it
ear
one-
as we go.
Yeah, one at a time, so we're not creating
Well, yeah,
multiple drafts and then
Yeah, well,
getting it way ahead.
I think next week it's supposed to be slightly warmer, so.
That's good. The next category is the historical collection. We need, Barry was elected the custodian of the collection at the annual meeting that was held.
oh yeah, we do appoint that. But we have to verify that appointment.
So we need to approve Barry as custodian of the,
I move to approve Barry Ager as custodian.
okay. I second. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No, I won't vote.
All right, so,
I'll recuse myself, so it's 2-0.
okay. So unanimously, except for is it unanimous when someone recuses himself?
I don't know.
We'll just say
Anyway, it's
approved.
It's a
approved.
2-0 vote.
2-0. Okay. Approved anyway. Okay. I wanted to talk to you about Stan Smith, who lives in Bolton and has worked with the Bolton Historical Society. I don't know if I think it's an ongoing project, but he has digitized their photograph collection. And so he has offered to do the same for us. I talked to Barry about it because he is the custodian. We don't feel we can add on a lot of time, but I don't think Stan really requires much of us except to be given the actual,
The photos.
right, but we need to understand how he goes about it. I think I pretty much understand what he does, but I probably will see him after the meeting when I pick up Marty, because today is Stan's volunteer day at 19 Carter, so he might be there. But he needs to meet with us or meet with Barry anyway.
Now, what do we need to supply?
Well, that part I don't know yet. He could actually use the same 2 terabyte drive that Marty works from.
For his work off.
Right. It may be that if he were to use a smaller thumb drive, it could be downloaded at whatever intervals he's able to generate the images.
Yeah.
Could do that. So it might not require anything unless we want to have a separate high-capacity drive.
Well, the photo collection is not in a box or a file cabinet over
I
here.
know.
The photo collection is everywhere
Yeah,
that we file stuff. And some of it's, I mean, there's all kinds of different things in it of different ages. And just the old photos, the older photos, meaning stuff from, before 1950 or so. I mean, you gotta go through whole drawers of file cabinets, file by file, to pull pictures out. And then you gotta put them all back in.
yeah, but,
And, I mean, this is not a 5-minute job, folks.
no, but
And it's not something you could turn somebody loose on that you don't know.
what about
Well, he can, Marty said he would be happy to work with Stan.
in the 80s maybe, or the 90s, when Lee Tabor did all of the outbuildings?
Yeah,
Is that all in one clump that we could have?
No,
Stan
they're
work
by
on?
location.
Oh, okay.
they're by location, but a lot of it is, there is a bunch of it that's together. And the negatives for it are together. Well, we might even scan negatives instead of pictures for that.
But I think that would be a nice,
Well, I mean,
Nice
that's
start.
something that could be, I mean, there
There
are some things like that that can be done, more simply.
Yeah.
There are a couple of, as Barry's just said, there are a couple of easy ways to start that don't demand a lot of time
fussing, yeah.
and interaction. One of the things that I thought of was our slides, because he can digitize the slides also.
A sieve?
Slides.
Oh, slides?
That would be, those are units.
clumps, yeah.
Yeah, and,
Well, I'm gonna tell you something about slides. Because we've had this experience at the Steamship Society, and some damn fool spent thousands of dollars having this 40,000 slides scanned. And there's Thanksgiving dinner slides in it, there's all kinds of different things that were just a guy's collection, and because they wanted to do something and make a big splash, they did this. Well, most of it's to do with our organization, but a lot of it's not. And then they put it all up online, and we had to go through and sort things out and label it and all that, because all of the stuff was not labeled at all. And that same thing is, when you say the slides, okay, you've got slides of the sesquicentennial parade from Alice Cole's family. You've got, that would be a simple thing to do. But a lot of it's Unky Underwood stuff, and the dog and the cat are all through it.
well,
Seriously.
yeah. So what,
But having the slides digitized would actually be fairly nice, because then you have something,
To do the job efficiently, it still takes a lot of time to
Yes.
organize it before the person starts to work on it.
I'm just saying that having slides digitized would be very nice, because they're easily viewable as a digitized form, where they're not easily viewable unless you have the equipment sitting there with you
yeah,
in slide form.
yeah. Well, we can't ask for any CPA money because it's not considered preservation. It's
Yeah.
considered recreation.
Yeah, we asked that
And
before.
Stan is a volunteer.
Yep.
He doesn't expect to be paid.
Which is fine.
So this is an opportunity from someone who's very responsible and reliable, and we can't burden Barry with trying to reorganize something just so that they can be digitized, but we do have to try to take advantage
Yeah,
of this
I'm
offer.
willing to put some time into it. But I think that maybe we start with
With something that's easy, yeah. So,
so maybe the outbuildings we can.
But we're not doing it till we're out of this quagmire we're in right now.
quagmire.
What's that?
The clothing collection.
Oh, well, that's not a quagmire, and that has a
Well, what I
finite
mean is,
day.
it's taking a lot of time, and
It
it's,
is.
and we've got more than we can do.
But we have
With it.
a deadline with that one.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be over
Actually,
in a month or so.
She
I-
didn't, she couldn't come yesterday because she has a back issue. So, that means if we do as we expect, consecutive Thursdays, she would be here through the, first, Thursday in February.
February.
Yeah, that would be her last time, unless we have a storm or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. And, Ellie, I don't know if you had a chance to look at our flyer for the program.
I didn't.
Maybe I can just give you one.
Joni said she got one.
Yeah, you should have gotten one too.
You probably got it in an email.
Um, Is it in there?
I don't see anything loose.
No. Oh, I know where it is.
It's right in here, yeah.
So you can have that and, I don't know,
Okay.
write on the back of it if you have a message to. So
Looks nice.
it's-
Joni said that she wasn't gonna be gone, and I said, well, you can go any Thursday, actually, and go over and watch.
Oh, sure.
So, maybe she'll get there.
Yeah.
But for this, we're gonna put a few things out,
Yeah,
and, that she can talk about, that she's more excited about.
yeah,
And we'll show them how we pack and do some other things like that in the process too.
yeah.
I asked 1:30 to 3, and then, you know, it'll have probably some people that will ask questions after that,
Yep,
informally among the volunteers.
yeah.
But we'd love to have her talking about some of this stuff and have more people hear it, so they understand how
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty incredible
yeah.
it is
The
to,
amount of information that
The
a
information
professional
that's out, right.
can give you.
yeah.
So,
I told Joni that she should go sometime, 'cause I think she'd
yeah,
be interested.
yeah, she would, definitely. Um, So I've asked Barry to give a little introduction to the project and then to introduce the people who volunteered. And I did get a reply from Jillian, and she will be there at the beginning. She
Oh.
usually doesn't come
till a little
until
after that.
2:30 to help us. Jillian is a volunteer with the Quilt Museum, and it's been good for me because when she does come, she's the scribe,
She sits down and writes.
and then I get to rest my hand.
She's
So
quite efficient doing that and can keep up
Yeah, it's hard to read her writing, but
It's not bad writing.
it's not bad. It's just a
No.
little harder to read than mine, but she gets it. She gets it all, and she has some experience that she can give to recording it too.
Yeah,
I mean, one of the things is terminology that keeps coming up, and some terminology that Lynn uses, she's more familiar with.
yeah.
I called the next thing, so I will get back to Stan, and first of all, I need to tell him that that we would like to maybe go over some of our needs in February.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're not, because we've got this other project going right now, we aren't ready to start working on that one. But we can't, in a couple of months, we could.
Okay. To get
But we need to talk to him and find out how he's been doing it over in Bolton.
yeah.
I
Well,
wonder whether Alice is involved in that. Alice Coggeshall, who I went to high school with. 'Cause she's been involved with collections over there for a while. And, I'm just curious how they've, how they've
Yeah,
handled stuff.
yeah. Well,
And I don't know, but I'm assuming we're gonna organize some pictures and say, okay, do these.
well, I think, I don't think, maybe we could start with, we could even, I'm gonna even ask him if he would scan our inventory sheets.
No.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
because you keep scanning a bunch of stuff that most people will never even see. And I mean,
But
we
we
spend
don't-
all that money to scan all of the all incoming stuff, and nothing's ever been done with it. And I just can't,
It's preservation of the material, even though CPA doesn't consider it so. To me, it's preservation, because you've backed up an original copy that you have, that you do not, I mean,
have you figured out how you're gonna organize that when you get them back?
I have some ideas, but I haven't talked to you about them, and I guess my answer to you is I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I do have some suggestions. But we don't have a plan yet for that.
Well, that's my point. You gotta have a plan before you move ahead with it. And it means you gotta spend some time figuring that stuff out. If
It's not
you
rocket science.
go willy-nilly into doing a whole bunch of stuff that you haven't figured out what you're gonna do with it yet,
Well,
you
I don't-
tend to waste effort that would be better used once you are ready to do it.
I
Well,
guess
this
the
is not
question
rocket science. I mean, we can, I know how to organize information.
Well, and I think
But I
that
need
the other
input.
question is,
And when you organize things, sometimes it makes sense to you, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I'm not,
And when I organize things, it makes sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to you. We've
well, it
found
needs
that
to
in the
be a
past
collaborative effort. That's why
Yeah.
I wouldn't,
but I think we need to also utilize his offer while it's being made,
yeah,
because otherwise we're gonna have to pay for it later on down the road.
yeah. And unless CPA decides that it is preservation, the
I don't
money
think
is
they're
not
gonna
gonna.
change their mind.
Yeah. I really,
Well,
don't understand
that's
the
part of the
rationale.
program from the state, that's determined that this is the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, I got that from calling Stewart in Boston.
Excuse me.
yeah. Yeah, I know.
So it has to do with that the money is coming from land taxes, and
Real estate,
so
Yeah.
they want it to be tangible,
not electronic.
tangible projects. And I'm not describing it very well, but it's actually for the buildings or the collections themselves, not pictures of.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's not recreating something tangible.
Yeah, and it's like they won't pay for having, people doing reenactments and stuff like that,
Yeah,
because it has to do with actually preserving the physical.
tangible objects
Yeah.
and people and things.
Well, my, I'll get back to Stan and,
So we have some ideas and we'd
I
like
mean,
to talk
we're
to 'em.
interested, but right
Maybe-
now, we're snowed under with another project for the next 6 weeks
yeah,
or
well,
so.
I'm always snowed under, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But to you, it does, so we'll deal with it that way. I did call the inspector's office, and there aren't any pending demolition applications. But if you've gone by the Barron property, you'll see a structure there.
Yeah,
And so it may be worth an ask to see if he's got a timeline for demolishing the other building, so that we get a chance to go in there when it's empty. Because it was so full, it was very hard to document the inside.
Yeah.
Although Barry did take some pictures, and I did also.
Yeah.
I don't have much. I don't have much inside. Inside, I didn't take much. It
Well,
just was too
because
awful. You
things
couldn't
were-
see anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was hard.
The barn up back is there, but I don't know that it, when I looked the walls weren't on the outside of it yet, so.
Oh, he's got actually, he's got the doors in place now.
Oh, he has, yeah.
So,
So it's, I mean, it's coming, but I don't know that it's gonna happen in the next,
I think it'll happen before the spring.
because he
once the
gets
spring-
busy,
Yeah, once the spring happens, it's
you know,
or he'll put it off, the demolition will be put off
until
until the next,
next winter.
yeah. I'll ask, if it's all right, I'll just send an email to Sheila and
Sure,
Jerry,
yeah.
just saying we wanna, we're still
when
interested.
some of those rooms are emptied out, we like to take a few
Yeah,
pictures.
that's our intent,
Yeah.
okay.
But he knows that, and we've been assured that he'd do that, so,
Just so he doesn't forget.
I wanted to go over our web pages that Lucy created for us. I brought my laptops, and we're small enough so that we can have a look. We don't have to spend much time on this, but I do think there are things on there that should be corrected and changed, or omitted, one or the other.
she tends to do stuff, and instead of just taking what she's got and putting it on there and going to the next thing, she starts wanting to do it more. And then she starts looking up other things and starting to add her own pieces to it. And I don't want to dump on somebody else's creativity too much, but on the other hand, get the stuff done that we've already given you and the way that we gave it to you, because sometimes when you start doing other things, you introduce things you'd rather
Well,
not have there.
The accessioning information is very detailed,
Yeah,
and the de-accessioning information that goes along with it. And it's not policy that we have
approved.
approved.
And I
It comes,
don't-
it comes from other,
It's other
it's
sources.
very responsible narrative, but
It's not our policy.
But it's not appropriate for us.
I'm not sure that we should have it on there.
If we haven't voted it in, no, it doesn't need to be public
It shouldn't be out there
viewing.
that way. I mean, it's really ideas that we're still determining
We're
what we
still
want.
working through, yeah.
And when you put stuff up on there, it looks
It
like
looks like it's final,
policy.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not, no.
A lot of this is the pictures that we had taken professionally before of objects in the collection.
It's not very warm in here today.
No, I'm
No, it's not.
freezing.
Well, it's Friday and the rest of them
Say-
aren't here, so they don't think they need to heat the place.
Sometimes I walk in here and it's warm. It's like
Oh,
today,
in the
my
summer- in
hands
the-
are cold.
On the weekends, sometimes it's very cold in this place because
They don't want to heat it.
yeah. You wanna heat it.
Can you see,
Yep.
Ellie?
Yep.
Put my glasses on. This is the entry page. I think this is all fine here. She's made a distinction between the commission and the society, and I think it's all good. This was done quite a long time ago. But people do confuse us.
Oh, yeah, and the society also should, the society's purposes should also include supporting the commission in its role in the town. And that's not in here. It's right in the society's bylaws, but it's not here.
Okay, so you would like to add, what was your sentence again?
It's.
Among the society's purposes is supporting the commission and the commission's work. Helping with the commission's work in a sense, but. I mean, the historical collection officially belongs to the town and so forth. In recent times, the commission has had a lot more to do with the collection than it used to. The society used to do most all the collection work and handle all kinds of things to do with it without much input from the commission, except for policy decisions. And we'd refer something for a policy decision, but other than that, the society was just doing it. And in recent times, because the commission's been more active, the society a bit less, it's kind of shifted the other way. But, and keep in mind that the commission, under state law, is really there for preservation of buildings and things in the town, that kind of stuff, more than it's for collection stuff. It's included that it can collect stuff and so on, but, and which we use that as our basis for having the collection in. But the collection existed before we had a commission.
Okay, on the menu here, the first thing is annual reports, and there's one annual report that's not here. Do you,
Yeah.
would you want that included?
Oh, sure.
All right, so,
I could add any number of those, going back a while, too.
well, this is from her time forward, so, from Lucy's time forward. So at least we would want 2024, and maybe some previous, but I don't think that's as important as having the latest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. Now this is what kind of bothers me some, is that
I think we should take this out. These are things from other organizations, and I don't think they should be on our website.
No, they shouldn't. I agree with Barry, just take that whole section out right now. It's something we need to work on, but we're not there yet.
Well, anything that we have established as policy could go there, but I don't think we should have stuff up that's
That's not ours.
other people's policies.
okay, so accessioning, oh boy. This is,
No, get this off of here.
what do you mean get it off?
Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. You were in a different place than I thought.
Oh, well, it's squirrely. Let's see if I can, all right, so I just want to say omit
Just take that whole part
accessioning.
out.
Okay. Now, I don't have any idea if Lucy wants to continue working on this. So if she doesn't, I guess we have to ask her. If she doesn't, then we'll need to get some help from the webmaster, whoever that is. Now, this Berlin Historical Assets, my hands are so cold. There's a picture of the Bullard House. Then there's some of what Barry mentioned just a little bit ago
Yeah,
of our
The photographs.
the photographs that our project photographer took of our high priority items.
Yep.
And the,
Just click on something.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is all pretty good. I read all of this, and I
Yeah,
don't.
but she's written a bunch of stuff that
Yeah.
wasn't ours.
Yeah, there's additional things, but I think that it's all good. If you have time and you want to go through, all the text. You can do that, but I think this is all pretty good. Some of it is just what we had on our,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's fine.
but some of it there's more. So there's that, which I think is okay. I can, structures, historical collections, 39 Sawyer Hill Road, okay.
Well, we had that one up for demo delay at the time that she
Yeah,
was doing
there's the
stuff, so that's
barn.
why those are there. All of those are no longer there.
This is something from Walter, I guess. I don't think, do we have this in our collection, this
I
picture?
don't know. We've got images of that sort. I don't know whether that particular one is it. I just don't know. Don't know where she got it. She'll start doing something, and instead of completing doing the part that we've intended to do, she starts doing something else that she gets interested in, and
Anyway, there are, this series of pictures. That's the Hop House.
that's the house.
Yeah, this door on the Hop House is just in tatters now.
I saw that yesterday when I was
Everything is
going to the dump,
Just
yeah.
awful.
Okay, I think that's okay the way it is, at least for now. But have a look if you're concerned, I guess. And the Bullard House, that's a problem for me. I mean, here's our mission and vision from our master plan.
Yeah,
And then,
which are appropriate and fine.
yeah, that's good. And then there's Bullard House blogs and updates. I'm not sure why this is on there. I guess it's just
It
filed in,
should be in a different section if it
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't belong.
So, there's a picture of Roger,
Paul Wheeler
Paul, yeah.
digging.
Yeah, for our investigation. No, this is when he did the Title V.
Yeah,
So this was our existing tank that we had at that time.
yeah.
So there's that. There's this little picture of us cleaning up the backyard. This was, I think, might have been the one before you helped us.
Oh, didn't Janet write this stuff?
No. Lucy was there, so she, anyway, it's fine, It's not the latest one we did, but it's
Well, it's probably something that should be updated
yeah,
at some point, but
so,
I'm less concerned about that than some other.
so maybe when we do a new cleanup, we did one in June, I guess, didn't we? This year in 25.
I washed windows.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did a lot of cleaning. You did a lot of
clean
cleaning.
up.
But you guys were working on the brush in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and this is, this is okay, I think. I read this, excuse me. But it's kind of outdated. Excuse me.
Well, anything that's bloggy and stuff is gonna be
Outdated
outdated
anyway.
anyway. People do things and work on it. So many things that are up on the internet are so dated.
Yeah, it's constant that you keep it.
And if you don't do stuff to bring it up to date, people read it and realize that it's
Out, yeah.
dated, and then they think you don't amount to anything.
This is the one that's unfinished. This, on the menu, is Bullet House History. That's what it's called. But it never got finished. It's just partial. But you could just take it from the, you don't even have to create it. You can take it from.
I
from
would really like to rewrite that. I don't like it.
It can be from our National Register document.
It was a joint project of the town and the Historical Society. And the society actually put money into the purchase. And the society put a lot of money into and work into the
Well, she
building.
she does allude to that. I mean, it says, with major funding provided by the society from fundraising efforts and through donations solicited.
The Berlin Historical Commission took responsibility for repairs and renovations.
I think maybe we just, to me, it's the history that's important from our National Register document. It's not
Yeah.
how it happened and the fundraising behind it. That's different.
Yeah. The
So,
history, I think you could take right out of
yeah.
it. You don't have to recreate the wheel here.
And
The town,
Ann Forbes did a great job, I think. You know, I mean, she had to lean on Barry a lot, and not so much on me. I mean, I helped, but
well, we gave her all the information. All she had to do was write it.
well, she did census work.
She did a little bit
Yeah,
of looking up stuff in
but
census and
but
this
she
and
really
that,
had
but-
a lot from Barry.
But she had plenty of stuff from us.
Well, I think that we should use it.
Yeah.
Just put it here.
Anyway, I'll the National Register document is on Macris, so you don't have to recreate, you know, you don't have to, but if you want, I'll print out that part of it, for us, anyway. Okay, let's see, let's move along here. Get my hands to work. Bullard House Preservation Plan, that we know. That's the latest one from 2016. God,
Yeah, and that
10
needs an update.
years.
Yeah.
So we could leave it as it
Really
is.
need to update that and replace it, but right now, that's still
That's what we have, yeah.
the one we got.
All right, so this is this is a lot of information on hops. And let's see. There's background information, but I thought there was,
But she goes and gets stuff from other places and plugs it in, and I don't know.
well, I created a little binder about hops and looked up different things, and she might have used stuff from but it's not, here it is. Hop growing. She put up Henry Wheeler's narrative,
Yeah, that's all fine.
and that's really good. And there's a nice little drawing that she found, and pictures. Anyway, that's all good.
That's perfectly fine.
I think she did a great job on that, and, all right, so preserving Berlin's history, I think that's I think she took that from the CPA, sounds like. I don't see any, I think that's fine. Those objectives are from the,
State law.
well, yeah, but also, there's part of the CPA plan that,
For the historical preservation
yeah.
side of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think some of that comes from there, because
That's
I
fine.
recognize it, that Elaine Wickstrom wrote. And then, demolition delay. I didn't see anything. I think that's okay.
I don't.
You don't.
This is a general thing about what happens in various towns, and there's no reason it can't be written off of our own bylaw, and so that it's what we're actually using, rather than this, other
The
towns do
general.
different things.
Judy Duff.
So at some point, we would like it just to pertain to our own.
Yeah. To Berlin.
Well, Lucy's never can do that. Lucy can't do that.
Well,
She can't control herself to do that. She always has to go other places and fuss with it. She just can't be satisfied to do it in the box.
okay, so where are we now?
I think you went through everything.
So that's the menu.
Yeah.
They have my contact information. It says that we're open. We're usually there, it says,
Yeah,
at the curatorial building. So that's okay.
yeah.
And our meetings are still the same. So I think that's all right.
But that's also public knowledge if you go to the
Right.
meetings
Yeah.
and agenda.
This is, Janet is still on here,
Oh, yeah, we need to update that.
and I guess this is correct,
What?
that you and I are 27 and Ellie and Lucy are 26. I think that's,
Yeah, I think Janet's was the only one that ran out this year.
yeah, okay. So so commission members,
But Lucy isn't clerk.
no, so
Ellie
let's,
is clerk.
all right, commission. Members needs an update.
This I wouldn't give to her. This I'd give to whoever, Dee or whoever handles it, to get it into, get that list updated. And there's a vacancy in the class of 28, which would be Janet's
Yeah.
term.
What that is, okay.
Well, the meeting stuff is good, and that, you know, people are looking for us, they can find us there.
Yeah, so I think,
And the other thing that should be there is that they're posted on,
Mike,
they're
yeah,
posted on mytowngovernment.org.
yeah.
and it doesn't say that.
No. Like all town meetings, on mytowngovernment.org.
Okay, so is that enough for
Well, that's enough for now.
for now? So we need to ask
It
Lucy.
isn't all that terrible,
No, it's
but
just,
I would definitely get that
the deaccessioning is
acquisition,
really the,
that acquisition, deacquisition.
and the Bullard House, yeah, macro, just use the, okay. All right,
The Bullet House, I should probably spend some time and write that, take her stuff and my stuff and whatever, and just write it, because there isn't enough about the whole history.
well, it's in the National Register document.
Yeah, but even that doesn't have enough. I don't know.
In all your free time, Barry.
No, but that's all stuff we've got established, and we've got the information, and we just have to,
Yeah, but,
and it's been written up several times, and I just would wanna see what, make sure we've got a good full history there, because there's no reason that can't be up.
okay. Well, thanks for doing that. It's been on my mind because we haven't been able to meet with Lucy, and I didn't. So we need to ask her. Okay. So under other historic preservation, the Pop House is really, I just feel that we should make some effort to do more than I've done before. I mean, I don't know if you're aware, Ellie, but I did get Walter to
Yes,
talk to Bud.
I
and-
do remember that,
Yeah.
and Walter cut down some of the
And
brush.
Walter did a lot of work there, and he actually got National Grid to limb off a threatening
Tree,
tree.
yeah,
It's not gone, but it's limbed off so it doesn't overhang.
but then
And that's
Bud
all.
was just an abrupt end to it. He
And
didn't do
then
anything.
we just couldn't move any further. And I met with both Walter and Bud and Bud's wife Carrie. This is now 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so what I did was kind of go back to what we have on Macris, and for that location, we actually don't talk about the Hop House as a structure.
Yeah, I still don't understand that. 'Cause when Katie and I did the whole thing,
So I need
more
to-
than 50
yeah,
years ago,
Yeah.
we were very aware of that, and I don't understand why it just isn't there. I can't imagine it. I don't know why it isn't. And maybe we wrote something and never put it in, I don't know.
Well, I think at least I'm willing to ask Bud if I can just do a gross measurement of the building, because I don't really know. I looked at my notes, but I don't have, a length.
Go to the assessor's office and look up 36 Sawyer Hill Road there. And they should have, they might have the measurements of the building in that.
I never thought of that,
Yeah.
and I should have, because I spent some time there.
But their records don't always satisfy our needs, but it might have what you're looking for.
Well, it's a good start.
It's a place to start, and
You don't
if
have to-
if you have that information, you've got a little bit more than you've got now.
Well, and, you know, if you,
We do have a photographic record,
oh, yeah,
and we do, and one of the problems with that property, I mean, I'd be trying to say, can't the town acquire a postage stamp for it and protect it? But it's the frontage of their house lot,
Yeah,
and it's not enough.
it's right
Without
there.
it.
Yeah, it's right there.
I mean, it really affects their situation with their house lot and normal regulations, and so it just is not easily separable.
Yeah,
Or I'd have been pushing for that a long time ago, you know, we take it over and the town could restore it.
well, Bud told me that Sturbridge Village made him an offer to take
take
it.
it.
To
and-
take it.
And he didn't want them to,
Yeah,
He's just stubborn, yeah.
so I don't know
and
how
that
long
would
ago
be
that was.
another thing that would be a way to have it preserved.
That we wouldn't have to worry about that.
We wouldn't have to worry about it, it would be out of town, unfortunately, but it would be.
But it would be preserved.
It would be preserved, and it would be spread to knowledge of all kinds of people that come through the place.
Yeah,
It would be wonderful, and it's contemporary, it's village period, so.
Okay, I'll look at the assessor and if not, I'll ask him if it can be measured, if I
Yeah.
can go up and measure
Yeah.
it.
if you need help,
Yeah,
Um,
thank you, because you're
just-
close by.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
can walk down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But, you know, I just, you know why I really sort of
It's-
take it as a personal,
It's frustrating because you
Mm.
can see it and we can't do anything about it.
well, also, Bill Wheeler was the person who took me there originally and showed and said, why aren't we doing anything about this? And I, you know, I'll never forget that. So I feel responsible, you know, that
Yeah,
he would-
except you can't do anything if you don't own it.
Yeah, well, you can advocate,
You can advocate, but at some point, you're
Well-
only gonna alienate.
One of the
well,
things that we
got
should,
to that point where,
one of the things we should do is take the information we've got and
yes, that has
file
to be
it with,
first.
file it in Macris, so it's
Yes,
in there.
that's my point, is that, and why I want the measurements, because we don't, it's not part of the inventory right now. It's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's inexplicable to me that it isn't either on with that house or as a separate item. I
Yeah.
just can't imagine why we didn't do it, but we didn't.
Well,
But probably we had it in mind to do, and it just
just
never
didn't
got.
happen, yeah.
And all of our files are there, so I don't think that I don't know.
I did look, Preservation Mass has an endangered,
Yeah, and that could go there.
and it outlines like 15 questions that you should be asking yourself if you want to advocate for the
Yeah.
preservation of what you consider a building that's endangered. So I read through that, and we're not there yet. The first thing we need to do is exactly what Barry said, which is to document the,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so that's that. I know what I was after here. Last time, Barry mentioned that he had gone to Tingsboro and had,
Oh,
and we never followed up on asking them, you know, if they, you know, how the town, those are,
how are they managing that stuff?
yeah, how are they managing, do they have like a formula or a template that we should be aware of?
And they were in transitional, they've just been doing a restoration on the meeting house. The town hall was done some time ago, and that's been available for public use. But the other one, I guess, is gonna be too, or is already at this point. And, yeah, how have they organized that, and how do they deal with,
How do they manage it?
yeah, how do they manage it? And
Would you, I mean, if,
And as we talked about, even once you do the renovations, then you have to have kind of scheduled maintenance to
yeah, you
keep
need a
it
plan.
preserved.
Oh, yeah, keep things up.
19 Carter has a maintenance, I mean, because they, it's mapped out when things are gonna need to be painted, you know, to be resurfaced.
Yeah,
We haven't had a lot of trouble with the town hall. They've done work on it, and it requires somebody to be interested to push it, and when they had the committee, that was working. At this point, that's not extant, so it's,
Yeah, it's whatever people observe. I mean, Lucy, quite a while ago, could see that there was a gutter problem. And
well,
she,
that's, that building's had gutter problems all its life.
well, they took care of it. I
But
mean,
it-
she took a little
yeah.
video of the
Yeah.
water draining improperly, and
Yeah.
and they got someone to deal with it. It's hard because it's highway and buildings, and you know, it's really kind of two separate skill sets.
Yeah.
I will say this, since we've had that set up and Fred in charge, things do kind of get dealt with if there's any significance to them.
I really think he's doing a wonderful job. He's been so helpful. You know, maybe he says yes too much when he doesn't have the staff, but, you know, he's willing
yeah,
and concerned, which is nice.
he's very supportive.
If it's
of us.
something that's gonna deteriorate things, it gets dealt with.
Yeah.
And-
Well, what, would you want to follow up on the Tingsboro example? Do you want me to reach out to them and maybe we could
There's nothing wrong with looking
meet
into
with
it some
Go?
more.
We could
Yeah.
have a field trip there,
Yeah.
or if they were willing to,
To talk to us, yeah.
yeah.
I don't, yeah, I don't know how they're handling that, and look up on the internet and the town website and stuff and see what it's there. I looked there once and saw some stuff, but I don't know if it was up to date on the whole business. But I saw things when I was there, and then I looked up on the website and found out more.
Okay. I can start
Um,
there,
But
and if you guys want to.
what we're realizing, based on the select board meeting we attended, is that at least one member of the select board is quite negative about things, and about some of these buildings and different things, and there's a need to make sure that there's enough effort going into promoting the place, promoting the availability of it.
Well, I think they need to be somewhat self-supporting, right?
Well,
they're
at
not
least,
a drain
at
on
least
the-
partially, yeah, oh yeah, at least partially, yes.
So they're not a drain on the town.
I never thought that the town was, I never thought that that the town hall should be separated from town government in terms of its funding.
Yeah,
And I'm depending on some tax money to help with it. But at the same time, it should be earning money that helps to pay its costs.
yeah.
And I am convinced that the job description of the manager needs to be modified. And I do think that there's a place for a committee of concerned citizens to help manage it. I mean, to advocate for it.
Yeah.
And the committee that had it before was used to being able to do things, and they found out that it wasn't so easy now politically, so, well, you need a new group to work their way in to figure out what to do with making sure attention is paid to things.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's not that it's gone down the tubes or anything, but it hasn't recovered from the pandemic.
no,
The use has not recovered
it
from
was
the
getting
pandemic.
used a lot prior to then. I mean, even like the yoga classes and
Yeah,
the contra dances and things like that.
It needs to be promoted,
Yeah.
that's all,
well,
and it's not.
the contra dance thing was lovely, but the group doesn't exist anymore. The music group doesn't exist anymore, and so that's gone.
Yeah,
The play business, we had some theatrical people in the town that were pushing that, and they're gone. And until somebody else comes along that wants to make it work with something.
Yeah.
It's leadership, it's always leadership. If there's, if it's poor leadership, then you
it just goes,
You
yeah,
know, and-
by the wayside.
and the way our,
But we had theatrical groups that were looking for a place to be or trying to build their own existence, and they used the town hall as part of that. And that was working. And that's all gone because we just don't have those people anymore. And somebody needs to be out there looking for somebody else that's looking for a place, that kind of thing. Because those are the things that make a difference in how it's used and how much is happening there, and getting it some income.
I don't have anything else except, this is from, this is like a primer on digitizing, a collection. I don't know if, I just printed this out. It's easier to actually look at it but I don't know, on their website. But I'm not sure how long they'll have it up,
Yeah,
and so I decided I would print it out. This is sort of,
Well, they have stuff like that all the time,
yeah,
programs like that. Don't you get the magazine?
I don't belong.
Well, they have ongoing programs all the time down there, and
I get the newsletter. That's why
the newsletter, is that the weekly thing?
yep.
Oh, okay. I had that, but when my email got all screwed up in the new emails, I've never managed to get it back coming again.
Okay. All right, that's it, I think. Ellie, do you think you can come to the program on Thursday, the 22nd?
I will try, yes.
Okay. And maybe Joni will come too.
She's going to be,
Oh, she's away, you
she's
said.
away, yeah. I think she's going hiking out in Joshua Tree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But we should try to get her to come on a day when
When we're there.
Lynn's there, so
Well,
she
I
knows more about it.
said that any Thursday,
Yeah,
but I think that,
Yeah, because
Yeah, I'll try
yesterday
to
wouldn't have
talk to her
worked,
about
but I didn't know that till I got up in the morning.
yeah.
So,
oh, no, that was new
I was
news
already.
that morning.
Yeah, I was already asleep when she
When
just,
did she sent that as an email before that?
10:30 the night before, but I was asleep,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So we need a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
11:36.
Unanimously approved.